Hi everyone. In this video, I am going to explain you about water potential and transpiration. Water potential. In thermodynamics, free energy of water is called water potential. It is denoted by the Greek symbol psi W and is expressed in pressure units such as pascals or atmosphere, ATM or bars, etc. Water potential is fundamental concept to understand water movement. Two main components that determine water potential. Those are very first one solute potential or osmotic potential, which is denoted by psi s. Second one pressure potential, which is denoted by psi p. Water molecules possesses kinetic energy in liquid and gaseous form. They are in random motion, that is both rapid and constant. The greater the concentration of water in a system, the greater is its kinetic energy or water potential. Hence, it is obvious that pure water will have the greatest water potential. If two systems containing water are in contact, random movement of water molecules will result in net movement of water molecules from the system with higher kinetic energy to one with lower kinetic energy. Thus, water will move from the system containing water at higher water potential to the one having lower water potential. This process of movement of water down a gradient of free energy is called diffusion. Case 1. The water potential of pure water at standard temperatures, which is not under any external pressure other than atmospheric pressure, it is taken to be 0. Case 2. If some solute is dissolved in pure water, the solution has fewer free water and the concentration free energy of free water decreases, reducing its water potential. The magnitude of this lowering due to dissolution of solute is called solute potential or osmotic potential. For a solution at atmospheric pressure, psi W equals to psi S. Conclusion: all solutions have a lower water potential than pure water. Solute potential is always negative. The more the solute molecules, the lower, more negative is the psi S. Case 3. If a pressure greater than atmospheric pressure is applied to pure water or a solution, its water potential increases. Pressure potential is usually positive. Negative pressure potential reported inside xylem and plasmolyzed cell. Pressure potential is denoted as psi p. Water potential of a cell is affected by both solute and pressure potential. The relationship between them is as follows: psi W equals to psi S plus psi P. Water potential equals to solute potential plus pressure potential. Imbibition. Imbibition is a special type of diffusion. It occurs when water is absorbed by solids, particularly hydrophilic colloids. Result of imbibition: volume of imbibement enormously increases. A pressure is exerted by imbibement, which is called imbibition pressure. Prerequisite for successful imbibition: water potential gradient between the absorbent and the liquid imbibed is essential. Affinity between the absorbent and the liquid is essential. Example: the classical examples of imbibition are absorption of water by dry seeds and dry wood. Applications of imbibition: the pressure that is produced by swelling of the wood had been used by prehistoric man to split rocks and boulders. Seedling emerge out of the soil into the open and established due to imbibition only. Some facts about imbibition. During rainy season, wooden doors and wooden windows swell due to imbibition only. Power of imbibition is variable in different substances. Example, agar-agar, pectin, protein, starch, cellulose. This is the descending order of imbibing power. Transpiration. Evaporative loss of water in the form of vapors from aerial parts of a plant. Besides the loss of water vapor in transpiration, exchange of carbon dioxide and oxygen in the leaf also occurs through pores called stomata, singular stoma. Types of transpiration. Very first one, stomatal transpiration. If transpiration occurs through stomata is called stomatal transpiration. Stomata are mainly present on leaves and also present on the delicate organs like sepal, herbaceous stem. Stomatal transpiration is 50 to 90% of total. Cuticle transpiration, loss of water vapors via thin cuticle called cuticular transpiration. It is account for 9 to 9.99% of total transpiration. In mesophytes, cuticular transpiration goes to 40 to 50%. Lenticular transpiration, lenticels are minute pores on woody stem and epidermis of fruits. Lenticel account for 0.1 to 1% of total transpiration. Foliar transpiration. Total transpiration takes place through surface of leaf through stomata or cuticle called foliar transpiration. Structure of stomata. Stomata are the part of epidermal tissue system of aerial parts. Adjacent epidermal cells become kidney shaped or dumbbell shaped and encloses a pore in between kidney or dumbbell shaped cells are called guard cells and the whole apparatus called stomata or stomatal apparatus. Guard cells are surrounded by subsidiary cells or accessory cells. Let's check a stomatal aperture with guard cells. In this, kidney shaped cells are called guard cells, which cell walls are composed with cellulosic microfibrils. The hole between two guard cells is called stomatal aperture. The cells beside two guard cells are called subsidiary cells or accessory cells. Let's check this diagram carefully. Guard cells, other epidermal cells. Differences. In dicots, guard cells are bean shaped or kidney shaped or crescent shaped, while in monocot they are dumbbell shaped. Other epidermal cells are barrel shaped. Guard cells intercellular space is present that is called stomatopore or stomatal aperture. But in case of epidermal cells, intercellular spaces are absent. Cuticle is absent on guard cells, but cuticle is present on epidermal cells. Outer wall is thin, elastic, while inner wall towards the stomatal aperture is thick and elastic. The epidermal cells cell walls are uniformly thickened. Guard cells, chloroplasts are present, but in epidermal cells, chloroplasts are absent. If the cell wall of guard cell, cellulosic microfibrils are oriented radially. In guard cells, they contain an enzyme called PEPKase, phosphoenol pyruvate carboxylase. Mechanism of opening and closing of stomata. The cause of the opening or closing of the stomata is a change in the turgidity of the guard cell. When guard cells become turgid, stomata opens, and when guard cells become flaccid, stomata closes. When osmotic concentration OP, osmotic pressure of guard cells is high, guard cells become turgid by absorption of water through endosmosis from nearby cells, which are called subsidiary cells. When osmotic pressure OP of guard cells decreases, then guard cells become flaccid. Due to flaccidity, guard cells inner thick walls of both become fused and stomata closes. The is also aided due to the orientation of the microfibrils in cell walls of the guard cells. Let's check the diagrammatic representation of cell wall bordering the stomatal pore is thicker than that of next to the surrounding cells. Here A is aperture closed diagram, B is aperture open diagram. Let's check this diagram carefully for your better understanding. K plus ion pump theory. This theory was put forwarded by the scientist Leavitt in the year 1974. This theory is considered as the most accepted theory of stomatal movement. Modern theory or ABA theory. It is an integrated part of K plus ion pump theory. According to this theory, ABA in guard cells interfere the K plus and proton pump, which results in closing stomata. Here ABA in the sense abscisic acid.